boobs have a glass ceiling, guys. It's true. Boobs can only get you so far because here's the fact. Okay, if people want to see boobs, they'll just go look at porn. Okay, if they really want to jerk off, they will go to the naked boobs. And cover boobs can't compete 100% with naked boobs. So boobs have a glass ceiling. You can't depend on the boobage. If that was the case, then literally the top streamers would be boobs. Okay, it would just be boobs. Top streamers. Okay, it wouldn't be XQC. It would be the person with the biggest titties. For in terms of personality, honestly, it's interesting. This is a pattern I've seen with other streamers, etc. It's like everybody starts off edgy to get their initial niche audience, right? Because edgy, shock, and all that brings that makes you stand out from the crowd of normal personalities, right? But then you get to a point and you start like castrating. You start getting much more wholesome and much more like relatable to the mass, that you become less edgier and edgier and edgier, and eventually you become slightly more safe, and I'm not going to use the word bland, but kind of like a bit more of a relatable empty shell, you know? And it's if you look at like cartoons, right? Like Nickelodeon. If you see like Nickelodeon main characters, none of them have a personality. Like side characters all have really like fun personalities, but the main characters inside kid cartoons, they don't really have much personality. And the reason why they do that is because it can be more relatable to the masses. So you kind of see like the top streamers sometimes become like way less edgy and way less like all over the place, and they become more they don't become bland, but they become a lot more I don't know the word for it, but normal, tamed, just like they don't need to make a witty remark every other sentence. They can just relax and be like a normal person, I guess. Sponsor friendly, family friendly, something. And then it's good though, because when they're big and you know they become more like they become more relatable to more people, right? If they're more normal. If they're edgy, then they can't be relatable to the mass. I don't know if that makes sense. But in terms of like being a streamer, honestly, most streamers, I don't know if you guys realize this, but look at Twitch. Most streamers don't do much other than sit and play games or talk, just like how I'm doing now. Most streamers don't, but once you start putting an effort to stand out, all of a sudden you have so much more edge, because most streamers, they don't do any more than just sit and talk, just like how I'm doing now. Or they just react like as soon as you do a bit more, like you just have a much more competitive edge. Like for example, like my Miko stuff, how many streamers can you tell me now that has invested $30,000 before streaming and has done this whole deving setup with interactive, like this whole crazy shit, right? There's very little. I don't know another one. So that just being like that makes me very unique and stand out amongst a crowd of millions of streamers. So I think finding what's unique about you is the best way to stand out. I also couldn't be discovered on Twitch, so the biggest thing that helped me get discovered was I went to Twitter and I made this one video of me mocap side by side with Miko and myself, and that tweet blew up And that's where I got my initial roll of exposure. And once you get that snowball rolling, it's like it's exponential. It becomes exponential, and more people jump in, more people see you, and more people start following you, and more people just keeps on growing, and it becomes a snowball. $30,000, yeah, it's a lot. $30,000 is a lot of money. Interview pay Wendy Money Wubby if he's down for it, of course. That tweet is how I discovered you. Yeah, Twitter. I need to pee again. Why do I need to pee so much? Oh yeah, I wouldn't, like, if you plan to just play games, I would not spend that much money on, like, your equipment when you first start out. But the thing is, you need to have a reason why. Like, why would somebody watch you other than Soda Poppin'? Or, like, you know, Tim the Tap Man? Like, why would someone watch you instead of... You know what I mean? So you have to find that reason. And you also have to be someone that... You also have to be a person that you would watch, right? Like, for me, I actually rewatched my VODs and would critique myself and be like, I like this part of my performance and I don't like this part of myself, you know? And then I would always try to be someone that I would want to watch. I don't watch that many streams. I don't really watch Twitch. And so my thing was, for someone that doesn't really watch Twitch, so for someone with zero attention span, okay, I need to try to make content for myself. And I always push to be as entertaining as possible. Now, right now, I'm not being very entertaining. I'm just talking and spewing shit, but, anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I went on a blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. Don't hit a table every time. Okay, I won't. Interview Hachu and Daft. I am so, like, nervous sometimes to ask ladies because some of these ladies I've looked up to for a while, and so I just kind of, like, go into their chat and say hi, but I never ask, even though I really want to. No, I was trying to get her Gunga.